So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Miami. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick-6. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Dolphins.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Our two quarterbacks in this one certainly have a history together. They finished 1-2 in the Heisman voting in 2018 with Murray getting the award, but it was Tua who got the last laugh when his Crimson Tide beat Murray's Sooners 45-34 on their way to a national championship. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
The fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Right back to Juszczyk again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
To Mike Gesicki.
Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, they give us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
10-10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. Well, thank you, Dr. Davis. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Murray again. This is Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Drake. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Kenyon Drake certainly kind of a little more keyed up for this one. Remember, he was traded by the Dolphins to the Cardinals at midseason last year in the middle of the Dolphins restructuring, shall we say. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Wilkins. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And he's going to go down again. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
And there's Kyler Murray being sacked, and in his first year in the league, surprising to a lot of people, he was the most sacked quarterback, went down 48 times. And when you think about the mobility that he possesses, that really does surprise people because they think they can get out of everything. But so...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Running for the shotgun with Gray. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
1st and 10.
Now remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
On the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 52.
And this one is right down Broadway. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A quick toss out right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Murray. Dancing to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Tua. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
33-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Murray. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They'll run again with Hunt. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
4-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A pickup of
Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. And some room to work. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
47 yards. And the Dolphins.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
The tackle by Zach Allen. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he won't have have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On the give, this is Drake. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll lay out
out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Now it's Peterson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Right back to Dre. 2nd down. Here's an option right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jordan Phillips. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Kyle Van Noy in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Murray now. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on first down, Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
15-yard line.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Tunga Vailoa on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook? The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To try again after the sack, Murray flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
It's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance.